And hello there, folks. It is time for game number 2 with Burgersasu and 458. In the previous episode, 458 managed to win the fight. After both players went at it for 30 or so minutes, it was a very, very hard fought battle. It was really, really close and intense. But in the end, 458 just had a little bit more money left in the bank, left in the tank to win the game. And Burgersasu sadly was a little bit too broke to keep up. But now Burgersasu returns here on the red Terran to try and return the favor to 458 and get himself out of this match with a win to even up the score to 1-1, because right now the score is 1-0 in favor of 458 here on the 6 o'clock spawn location, bottom middle of the map on the yellow Protoss. Yellow against red, Protoss against Terran. Barracks coming out there for Burgersasu. What are we going to be seeing happening in this match? You know, I've kind of wondered for a long, long time, what does the number 458 actually stand for? I've never quite been able to figure it out. Maybe I should just ask the guy, why did you take this name? Why the numbers 4, 5, and 8? And why the 3 exclamation marks behind the numbers? Why? Why? Why this? Maybe I'll find out someday. Maybe I will never know. It could be a mystery that could be never answered. It could remain a mystery until the ends of time. Who knows? I wish I knew, but I don't. So we have... Oh my god, Burgersasu, what are you doing? I cannot. Oh my god. Look at this. Oh no. Oh, ew. Oh. This is triggering me. Look at the placement of that supply depot right next to this one. This is not pretty at all. This is ugly. This is vomit-inducing misplacement of supply depots. Does it matter? No. Is it ugly? Yes. Kind of like this. Why is there a space in between these two barracks? No, please, Burgersasu. How could you? My eyes are bleeding. They're dying. Oh, my eyes. Oh, my... Command center, though, perfectly placed. This all makes sense. But this one, oh, no, it does not. So there we got supply depot number 3. Probe got in. They have found each other. Well, maybe Burgersasu hasn't yet found 458 because 458 does not have a pylon in his choke. For some reason, he went for double gateway before the Nexus. Interesting choice. Interesting choice. Because he's on the middle spawn. 4 Zealots are out on the map, going for the attack. Want to get something happening early on. Wants to deal the damage early instead of a little bit later. It's time for a fight. Marine against Zealot. And that's only 6 or 7 Marines, not a whole lot of them. He's got 2 more on the way. They're almost finished up. Academy there on the way in the front. Only double barracks against double gateway. Usually I would say this is in favor of the double gateway. But this is a really good position for Burgersasu to fight in. This is a really good position to defend. The SCVs there are blocking those Zealots really well. The Zealots are almost all dead. This one is, well, most of his HP remaining, but I think only 1 Marine went down, and almost all the Zealots went down as well. So that's a very good trait there for Burgersasu. 2 more Zealots are on the scene. This time around, Burgersasu not paying attention too much, loses 2 Marines for no reason, and now he's back in trouble. Got a factory there on the way in the front. Academy's finished up. Got no stim yet on the way, no medics yet on the way. Oh, he's trying his hardest to block this. He's trying his hardest to micro himself out of this situation. It's getting ugly. More Marines going down. Marines have nowhere left to run because the SCVs are actually blocking his micro. But he does make his way out of there in the end. That wasn't pretty, but Burgersasu does what matters the most, and that is surviving the fight. But it was closer than it looked. It was closer than it looked. That could have gone wrong and ended the game right there. Just a small little moment of not paying attention for 4 or 5 seconds, and you can lose a game as Terran against Protoss. All it takes is just those couple of seconds, and you can lose the game. No mistakes allowed. So that's a very fast starport there from Burgersasu. Faster than I've ever seen anyone make a starport ever before. He's going to go in yet again. Going to try to kill more Marines yet again. I mean, it's great that Burgersasu, that 458 is killing so many Marines this early on with double gateway production. It is really going to absolutely ruin and destroy Burgersasu's mid-game defense. Because losing Marines all the time means that at some point, when the Reavers come out, you do not have a lot of Marines. But it turns out that 458 went for 4 gateways, not for advanced technology. There's no Robo yet, no Citadel of Adun yet. He's going for the gateway strategy. Going for the simplest of all simple build orders, gateway attacks, just through the front door. Now if Burgersasu manages to get supply depots up in the front as a wall, and some bunkers behind, those gateway attacks shouldn't really be doing him any harm whatsoever. Robo number 1 on the way. We got a Citadel of Adun there being warped in as well in the back, somewhere around right there. Got one cannon to protect his probes. He's got triple nexus, which explains why his technology is so much delayed. He wants to get a lot of money in the bank very, very quick. So quick that Burgersasu cannot keep up with the amount of production that's going to be coming his way from 458's base very, very soon. Siege mode almost finished up. That's a big, big help there for Burgersasu. Almost got the wall finished up as well. And got a couple Marines there. Dragoons and Zealots are on the way to try and kill the wall. Not really going to work too well though, because there's a lot of units behind it, and the wall is pretty much effectively sealed off for Dragoons. So Burgersasu has everything finishing up just in time. Just in time. More gateway units are on the way there though. He really wants to push on this choke. I think tank number 2 should finish up right now as well. He has stim and range, I believe. Level 1 attack there on the way for Marines. He's got small little frontal attack that happened from 458. Not going to work out too well. Yeah, that one is not going to work. That one is not going to work. So Engineering Bay finished up. We got Engineering Bay number 2 on the way. Barracks number 6. 6 barracks. That's a lot of barracks. More than I ever thought he would make in this game. Tank drop there on the way. Cannons are on the way as well, so the timing of this tank drop might just be a little bit too late. 458 pretty much has the anti-tank drop defense down to the T, down to every single detail being exactly on time. Attack there from Marines in the middle to try and distract. Tank arrives on the scene. Cannons are finishing up, and it might be too late. Shoots. Oh, he killed. Oh, he killed about 20, I believe. I couldn't quite see on the tank itself, but that supply count, that probe count, went down lower than Burgersasu, and I think he had about a 10 worker lead on a triple nexus. So the entire advantage he has from going triple nexus is completely gone. It's done. No more advantage for 458. But at least he can recover pretty quick, which is pretty important. Being able to recover quick counts a lot. It makes a big, big difference in the future prospects of 458's game. Play this fight. So Burgersasu now on his triple command center, 50 SCVs. Getting bunkers on the sides, getting turrets as well. He's expecting drops. He scanned just earlier. He knows the drops are very much delayed because he saw so many Dragoons and Zealots attacking him from time to time. And it can only mean that the drops are very much delayed. That's why we see only a couple of turrets and almost no drop defense yet. He's delaying his own drop defense by a significant amount of time to try and get much more important things operational, finished, and built. Things like more factories, more barracks, upgrades, armories, more gas. Although now he's really focusing on getting all of the drop defense because he knows drops should soon be on the way. He got one there on the side, on the I can't pronounce the word. The right side, that's it. The right side of the map. Triple shoulder there still in the front. Got 4 robos, 4 reavers. Drop comes in. Drop gonna get taken down. Lows on the high ground, so still get something done. Tanker gonna go down. Another tanker on the other high ground, a little bit further away. Burgersasu trying to get those tanks on the high ground to help himself defend against drops on the side. quickly relocates that tank so it doesn't go down to the Zealots. But now the real big drop is coming in. Triple shuttle on the side. Dragoon there pushing away that dropship to take away some vision on the high ground. Scan coming down from Burgersasu. Is he going to see that shuttle? Yes, he sees it there on the map. He responds to it really quick. Marines stimming in, going to try to take down those shuttles, but 4 Reavers all on load within range of the SCVs as he's running away. Scarab won't connect there though, but everything here in the top corner is going to get mowed down, blasted to Kingdom Come. Crawling closer. This is getting dangerous here. Still a lot of SCVs there on the minerals. Pulling his SCVs back to the minerals. Marines are coming in to try and save the day. That Scarab does not connect with the SCVs with the Marines. So he eventually does survive the attack. Doesn't lose the most important thing, the SCVs. Also, 4 Nexus now from 458 on 78 probes. He really went all in on recovery. More gateways are being built on the side, another drop there being built in the front, another drop there flying over the left, and another drop defense being built to try and intercept and defend. Engineering Bay there floats up into the sky just in time, shuttles a little bit to the south, going in on the 2 turrets in between. Marines are stimming in. Will this one hit the money shot? Nope, it will not. Zealots unloaded, Templars did not, drop successfully defended, and now we've got Zealots there running on top of the hill on the other side, and a shuttle drop coming in over the front. Marines are relocating really quick, unloading once again. No Templars unload. No Templars unload. Burgersasu playing an airtight defense. He is on point at the moment. Burgersasu, after he made it one small little misstep at the start, hasn't really slipped up again. Every single move and response to everything 458 has done so far has been perfect. Also, I now understand why he built this gap there between the barracks. It's easy to walk through. He did the same over here. It's easy to walk through those gaps. It helps him defend. It helps him move around his units so that they won't get stuck in between buildings. And I think that is actually an often overlooked detail in defending. How easy is it for you as a defender to move around in your own base? Is it difficult? Is it easy? The easier it is to move around, the easier it is to defend. Or that's my opinion. Sometimes I catch myself building a very compact and complex base, but everything gets stuck, and I can't move my units around to defend, and I die to attacks that I should have been able to defend if I had paid more attention like Burgersasu does. So it comes in over the bottom side. Templars are loading, but the Templars are pretty far away. 1 Templar is within range. Storms on the SCVs. SCVs are splitting up. They do survive. 6 go down. The other Templars had nothing to storm on, so they got taken down by the tanks and Marines. And that drop is yet again not very successful. He's at least hitting something, but he might as well hit nothing if it is the Burgersasu, who is currently at a supply lead, getting all the upgrades everywhere, all at once. 1-1 on the tanks, 1-2 on the Marines. The Zealots and Dragoons are on 0-0-0. 458 could not afford to get upgrades earlier because of that loss of probe life that happened with the tank drop just earlier. So he's still kind of recovering. He's actually behind on Burgersasu. Burgersasu is actually just sitting back, waiting for the counterattack. Opportunity snipes at High Templar. There's only 1 High Templar in the mix. Small front attack happening as well. Got 4 tanks there behind the wall. Wall has been sealed up with a supply depot. Bunkers are behind it. The wall gets taken down there though. There's a hole. There's a breach in the hull. But yeah, that's never ever gonna break through. Specifically not with those 0-0-0. Well, make it 0-1-0 upgrades. So Morgay was on the way. He's mining from 4 gas at the moment. Has enough space to fill out the rest. He's getting all the upgrades he needs. But so far hasn't had much success with any of his attempts at hurting the burger. He's trying to grill the burger, but the burger is frozen rock solid. It doesn't want to be thawed or unfrozen. It wants to remain as it is. Although this might be a spicy burger in about 4 or 5 minutes when he goes for the counterattack with his very much superior upgrades. So we now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 10 factories. Adding on 2 more on the side, and that might be starports that are being built on the other side, or are those also factories? More factories. He's just filling every single little bit of extra space he still has with factories. Lifting up command centers to protect his main command center. He's going to hover them on top. Small frontal attack there to distract from this drop coming from the top corner. Comes in, sees it with the engineering bay, unloading his shuttles, but the shuttles are getting sniped there by the Marines. Marines are storming. He's storming on the SCVs, and he hits all. Well, I wouldn't say all. He hit, I think, about 40 SCVs on the minerals. I think Burgersasu was not expecting that one to break through. A very quick follow-up drop. They're already on the scene, but the Corsair gives away the surprise, so that drop will not go undetected. So yeah, that's the downside. When you try to target fire and snipe the Templars, you do run the risk of losing your SCVs to a storm if you do not run away with the SCVs. Burgersasu did run away with 2 groups, but not with all of the hotkeyed SCV groups, so did lose some of them. So now Burgersasu is sadly no longer in the driver's seat, but he still has a lot of units to defend, and he has a lot of good upgrades. Comes in, unloading, Zealots. Are there Templars? Yes, there's a Templar on the scene. Templar gets sniped. He manages to kill it before it can storm this time around. Couldn't quite do it previously, but this time around it works out fine. Loses no mining time. And now he's maxed out on, I think, about 30 tanks, 30 Marines, ready to go for the counter-attack. This is the moment he's been waiting for, the opportunity to move out and attack. Drop there over the front side, but that one's going to get sniped easily. Unloads the Templars in the front, storming on the tanks. That's actually a pretty good adaptation. That's a very good reaction to, instead of just losing the shuttles as they fly in, maybe just storm on the units instead. He's killing a lot of those units. He went down from 200 supply down to 165, now 171. So that choice to unload definitely worked out in his favor. A lot of gateway units there. I can't pronounce the word. A lot of gateway units there entering the middle. Let's try to slow down this push. What are the upgrades on those gateway units? Got 111 against 2-2. They're on tanks. Marines are on 2-2 as well. Will soon be on 3-3, but the Marines are kind of just melting below those storms. The lightning is hitting them hard, and they are not prepared for the lightning to run through their veins. Burgersasu wins that fight there on the middle. He's now on the push across the map, killing the cannons on the middle. Those cannons cannot slow him down, cannot hold him back. Already swaggering around the middle, over the middle, across the middle, arriving on destination. Triple cannon, they're in the front, drop their flies away to try and kill the economy while the attack is happening. Actually, correction, he might unload on top of the tanks and try to kill the entire army there on the middle, but in fact he did not really unload up those shuttles. It's only 2 Templars, and the 2 Templars get 2 storms off, but oh, there might be more in. Is there more inside those shuttles? Nope. They're largely empty. There might still be a Templar inside. Shuttles there getting sniped by Marines, but the shuttles are... Is something gonna unload here? No. Nothing unloads. So back to the middle. 458 in trouble. That drop early on and the choice to go for gateway units so early instead of going for advanced technology is now coming back to hurt him. He made some wrong choices, failed to properly defend his probes against a tank drop. He is in some trouble. That's a lot of tanks with very good upgrades. They're on the middle. 3-3 for the Marines, 3-3 on the way for the tanks. A lot of Vultures now in the mix as well. He's unloading Zealots on top of the tanks, but there's so many tanks unsieged that they're just attack moving forward. There's some stimming going on, some storm dodging going on as well. Now sieging up there in the front, gonna take those cannons down very, very quick. It's only 3 cannons. Got an EMP vessel there in the air as well. We have, I think, about 24 gateways there for 458, making Zealots and Dragoons really, really fast. But I don't think it's gonna be enough. Maybe if he had a couple more Templars to storm on everything here in the front, he might stand a chance of killing all this. Good EMP there on the entire army. Makes it much easier to kill that army as it moves about the map or goes for the attack. Of course, they're pushing the vessel away. not really gonna work. Got scans coming down there as well to see if there's Dark Templars coming in, or maybe cannons. Burgersasu is just dominating this game. He's absolutely steamrolling the 458. 458 had some good moves here and there, but in the... Oh, great unload. As I said, good moves. He's got good moves, but the upgrades are too far behind. Upgrades are too far behind. He's on 222, so he's somewhat caught up. But if a Terran has equal or higher upgrades than the Protoss, the Terran is in a way better situation than the Protoss. Those upgrades for Terran are stronger than the ones for Protoss, specifically on those siege tanks. Sieged up or just rolling and strolling unsieged into the enemy main base. So more tanks arriving on the scene, a lot of Marines still in the mix, Vultures there on the scene as well. Gonna try to go for another unload on top of those tanks. Gets a small group there in the middle, but I don't think that's gonna do too much because the defensive matrix keeps that one tank alive. And there simply aren't enough tanks sieged up to really do a lot of ally splash damage. Calls GG, 458 taps out. That's gonna be a 1-1 win for Burgersasu. Evens up the score. Evens up the score after a very good defense, where pretty much everything except for one drop and one early attack were defended without a single mistake. 458 simply couldn't keep up the pace in this race after he lost probes against the tank drop. Thanks for watching, and please leave a like, a comment, and a subscribe. Engagement helps get this video recommended for, I assume, anyone who searches for StarCraft or something. I don't know how YouTube works. Just do whatever you want. I have no idea how YouTube works. No idea at all.